British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Welcome to your 11 a.m. newscast. I'm Keone Mo. The Expo Line elevator at Waterfront will officially close for construction tomorrow as part of TransLink's Expo Line elevator replacement project. Expo Line commuters needing elevator access are asked to take a detour to Granville to do so. Reporter Jeannie Lynn is in the studio today to provide more details. And so, what are some of the community's concerns for this project?
Well, CUNY, there's been a lot of concerns from communities with accessibility needs, such as wheelchair users. So those who need to take an additional detour by bus to a nearby station to get on the Expo Line, like as the winter months are coming and snow is going to be on the ground soon, it's going to be really difficult for them. And it's not just wheelchair users, it's also like people with baby strollers and people with bikes as well.
And how do they wish TransLink would address these concerns?
Well, the community's main concerns is that there's not a lot of buses. There won't be enough to shuttle these people. So they believe that TransLink needs to increase their bus service and have extra staff as well to help around during this time.
Thank you. The former Bloc MP who lost her riding in Quebec by one vote is appealing to the Supreme Court of Canada. Natalie Sinclair Desgain says she will appeal the Quebec Superior Court rejecting her request for a new election. She challenged the result after it was revealed her special ballot was not counted due to an error. A judge ruled that human error did not warrant annulling the election. Desgain says this is about holding democratic institutions accountable. The Toronto Transit Commission chair says it is sorry for social media posts suggesting transit services would end at 1:30 a.m. after the World Series. Final ran a little late. Jamal Meyer says the last train actually departed Union Station at 1:45 a.m. and the TTC had plans to run later if the need arose. Confusion hit when the city of Toronto posted that transit won't wait for the series final. Meyer says he will be introducing a motion to bring regular late-night service during special events. Metrolinx also received criticism for not extending GO Train and Up Express services. Industry miller Melanie Jolly says the federal government will be launching a dispute resolution process against Stellantis. She says the company moved planned vehicle production out of the country. Jolly told a parliamentary committee that the 30-day process is aimed at recovering Canadian taxpayers' money while also returning production to Brampton. Stellantis moved its planned production of the Jeep Compass from Brampton to Illinois. Jeff Hines, president of Stellantis, testified that the decision was not taken lightly. And Prime Minister Mark Carney's first budget is set to be tabled tomorrow in Ottawa. The government has promoted it as building big in Canada while shifting away from economic reliance on U.S. trade. Canadian press reporter Craig Lord says this budget is going to look different than ones in the past.
Carney has billed this budget as a plan to spend less but invest more. Now, what does that mean? He's going to divide the presentation of this budget between a capital stream, money that goes toward building homes, infrastructure, major projects, stuff like that, and an operating stream, the rest of the money that goes towards government services, salaries, transfers to Canadians and provinces.
The Trump administration is threatening more military action in the Caribbean and even in Venezuela as officials claim the U.S. military will go after drug traffickers. The strikes have resulted in the deaths of the people on board various vessels, and there's no clear evidence to suggest those people were narco-terrorists. Reporter Karen Travers is at the White House with the details.
This is a campaign that has been going on since early September, and he was asked if these strikes are all aimed at taking out Nicolas Maduro as the leader in Venezuela, regime change. And he said in an interview with 60 Minutes, no. But he also was asked if he thought Maduro's days in office were numbered, and he said, I think so, yeah.
The maker of Tylenol will soon have a new owner. Reporter Terry Preston with more on the conglomerate formed by an announced acquisition.
It's one of Wall Street's biggest merger announcements to date and will create a giant consumer health goods company. Kimberly-Clark is buying Tylenol maker Kenvue in a cash and stock deal worth almost $49 billion. Kimberly-Clark makes Huggies diapers, Cottonelle bath tissue, and Kleenex. It's one of Wall Street's biggest merger announcements to date.
That was your 11 a.m. cast, Keone Moby.
The hands-on part of the program is the main thing that drew me to the program, and it's the main thing that I'm taking away from this program. There's no experience like just being able to go out and practice and do the work, and been able to do that both here in the newsroom, out on the internships, multiple internships that I've been able to go on, and I think it'll serve me very well.